Welcome to another episode of 3rd and 3 with Coach Roger Holmes. I'm Jason Holcomb, joined as always by the coach. Coach, couldn't ask for better. Another big halftime lead for the Irish. Come out, finish things off in the second half, a region win, and more importantly, you're getting ready for that last couple games of push.
Well, we got to a little bit of a slow start, to be quite frank with you, Jason, and then all of a sudden the second quarter, things went our way. Most definitely, our defense came up with a couple of big interceptions and flipped the field for us. One of those was a touchdown run by Damari Foster after an interception. So we got a good halftime lead, able to come out in the third quarter and put one in, and then got to start bringing the subs in. And those guys played very, very well too. So we got out of it, I think, healthy. Nobody got beat up and stuff. So now on to the next big region foe this week in the Shamrock Bowl and the East Lawrence Falcons.
Yes, but before we talk about them, let's talk about our Optim Player of the Week. All right, Coach, Connor has been grinding, and I can't tell you how proud I was to hear 7 for 7 on your PATs, field goal, and a fumble recovery on one of his kicks. I know that had to make you happy when the kicking game's going strong.
Well, it did. You know, Connor's, he's been one of those guys that has earned everything that's ever come his way. He made himself into a solid high school kicker. I'm real proud of his work ethic. He takes a lot of pride in what he does, and so he had a big night, and we need him to keep having some big nights, that's for sure.
Yes, he does, and we just want to thank our friends at Optim for allowing us to celebrate people like Connor and all our players, and more importantly for what they do on the field. And like you said, being healthy this time of year is a blessing.
Yes, sir.
It's almost like a Christmas present waiting at the door, but we can't worry about opening presents yet because we have senior night coming this week with the East Lawrence Falcons coming to the bowl. Coach, talk about the things that we have to do to keep the momentum rolling in our direction.
Well, I think number one is we just have to make sure that we come out extremely focused. It's a rivalry game. Anytime you play a rivalry game, you're going to get the best out of the other opponent, you know, so you've got to make sure that you're playing your best. They have a very strong physical football team. I think Coach said over there they've been the weightlifting champions 2 years in a row in the state of Georgia. And so they're very strong. When you look at their skilled players around the perimeter, they're awful explosive and that type thing. It's really been hard to figure out when you look at film because they play well, they play hard. That they just haven't been able to put it all together. I know I was talking with Coach Lassiter last week, and they played them last week, and we were in a conversation. I just asked him, said, Coach, what's East look like? He said, Coach, they're scary as all get out. It's just, for whatever reason, it seems like they haven't been able to put it all together. They're going to bring a big crowd over, I think. It's going to be a beautiful night. They're going to parachute in the game ball. That'll be exciting. And like we said, senior night, for our seniors, it very well could be the last time they walk down the hill in the Shamrock Bowl. And they need to make sure that they're ready to play against a tough inter-county region matchup game with East Lawrence.
Yes, they do, and we need your help to support these seniors and all of our team as we take part in senior night and our last home game of the regular season. It's hard to believe we've hit Game 7. You know, we talked about all these home games, and now we're at the last one, Coach.
Yeah, week 9. You know, we're out on the practice field yesterday, and I said, man, our practice field looks like it's starting to wear a little bit in the middle. And then it was like, well, yeah, it's week 9. It's supposed to be wearing a little bit. So looking forward to a good crowd and a good night of football here in the Shamrock Bowl.
Come out, support the Irish. We're also going to be recognizing our fall sports at the senior night during pregame. We'll have stuff going on halftime. There's going to be a bunch of festivities. Make sure to take part in that. Make sure to support the Irish, not just this week, but all season long on 3rd and 3 with Coach Roger Holmes.